this is a general message for the collective, and there's some specific messages here for a smaller group of people. So I've been having difficulty lighting some of these candles with regards to doing this reading. This isn't the first time that this is not lit, or one of these candles has not lit, and I think this is reminiscent of the feelings that I'm picking up on here, that your guardian angels are acknowledging, in the sense that there's a feeling of wanting to give up or let go or stop trying. There's this necessity of feeling divine encouragement in your life. There's this feeling of being upset, saying, like, why is this happening to me? Like, what is going on here? Why is this happening? When will this situation change? And your guardian angels are saying you have to look at the overarching theme of why you're asking this, why it is that you want something to change, what is it that you are searching for, and from there you'll be able to see clearly the path forward. You'll be able to see the answers. You will feel the strength. You will feel the encouragement from us. You will understand why this is going on, what it is that you have to learn from this, right? Shifting your experience, or your perspective of your experience by saying, what am I learning from this? What am I supposed to know from this? What is this changing within me? What is evolving in me from the beginning of this happening to now? What kind of person has this made me? Am I a stronger person? Am I a more patient person? Am I a more understanding person? Am I a more loving person? 2023 seems to be a year for divine connection, enhanced partnerships with the person that is right for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be with the person that you feel you want. At this time, it's someone that you're going to, that's going to be there for you, that's going to support you, that's going to bring out the best in you, someone you're going to be very happy with. So this isn't you finding second best, this isn't you settling, this isn't you pining for something from the past. This is you really falling into a love that is nourishing and safe and compassionate, and they're showing me soil and all the nutrients in the soil, and how that is the climate that you want. That is the place that you will grow. That is the encouragement and the change that you're looking for. And if you can't possibly see yourself without the person that you're desiring, if this is relevant to you in a romantic way, then it feels like it's a multitude of things. It's either, what am I learning from this? You know, how is this making me become a better person? Or how can I better emulate Christ consciousness in the, we'll say the biblical sense, or just like the holy sense, not the satanic sense, because there is an acknowledgement of Satanists using Christ consciousness in the sense of playing God, and they also, you know, it's not in an egotistical way, right? Like, you're not to not pursue this relationship or this connection with someone in an egotistical manner of pleasure seeking. It's in a sincere form. It's in an absolute form. It's in the form of Christ consciousness, of saying, how can I better emulate Christ within me, of love, of understanding, of compassion, of kindness, of acceptance. No matter what this other person does, no matter how they act or retaliate in some situation, I can love them, and anything that is of a darker nature or a hidden nature, then I step away from. But I will always love, right? So it's not allowing toxicity into your life, and it's not accepting toxicity into your life. And that goes not just from other people, but toxicity within the way that you speak to yourself, and the way that you handle yourself, and the way that you perceive relationships. It has to be absolute and genuine and honest and forthcoming and solid and strong. And what I see in 2023 as well, they're pointing out the end of February to the beginning of March, there's some sort of significance there. I don't know if this is a personal significance to people or if this is a global significance, and I'm seeing the number 2 and then it's being removed, and then I'm seeing 003 and then 2 being removed, and I'm seeing something along the lines of 23 3. I don't know, there's something to do with those numbers. I'm not 100% sure on what's going on with that. And then they're showing me April, and April feels very light and feathery and gentle. So April is supposed to be very gentle, soft, gentle on your spirit, gentle on your path, gentle in the way that you're receiving blessings, you're receiving connections, you're receiving communication. It's a very gentle month. And then they're showing me June and July, and they're saying don't skip ahead. Don't look too far ahead. Don't skip ahead. Worry about, and it's not even worrying, it's focusing and being ambitious with self-actualization and self-work right now. And know that up ahead, there are good things waiting for you. It just has to come into alignment at the right time. So when you put that effort forward, you will be able to see this come into fruition. It's slow and steady, it's not stagnant. That's what they're saying. Slow and steady, not stagnant. And they're highlighting there's going to be some sort of world event that's happening sometime in 2023. And they're pointing out 2 different readings that I did. Well, generalizing 2 different readings, but I did multiple readings on this. They're saying, you know how you talked about last year that wherever people lived, there would be drastic weather changes in the extreme form, and what that felt like for me when I was picking up on that information. So whatever area that you're at, there was supposed to be extremities in the weather, in however way that it is relevant for your climate. And then they're showing me around the time that the Queen was announced that she passed away. And a little bit before that, I felt a presence. It was as if there was some sort of vortex opening, and that there was something that was entering into this atmosphere, something otherworldly that felt was, the vortex was opened wider, and this thing was able to enter into this atmosphere through the help of advanced technology and people's spiritual nature, people's natural spiritual gifts, working together in some sort of seance type of form, bringing this energy into this world. And they're saying what is happening in 2023 is completely different. It's completely different, but similar. It's different because it's something that we haven't seen in this lifetime. Our ancestors would have seen this in their lifetime to a varying degree. And they're saying like people that would be in their mid to late 50s, it would be their 3 generations ahead. So great, great, great grandparents, or even 4 generations ahead. So then those grandparents' parents would have experienced something very similar to, not very similar, but somewhat similar, like related. We'll say it's related to what's going to be happening in 2023. And they're saying, they're pointing me to Dracula and whatever time frame Dracula was either written or the time frame that it was supposed to take place in. There's a significance to Dracula and a significance to the years in that. And they're also pointing out the Carrington effect. I believe that has something to do with the Northern Lights. I'm not 100% sure. I don't even remember when that occurred. I feel like that would have occurred sooner than those generations, but I'm not sure. But they're pointing me towards that, and they're saying it's not that, but it's similar. They're saying they're trying to guide me through it and explain to me closer to what it is, because I'm not quite able to conceptualize it. And they're showing me, or it's a feeling in my heart that feels very cold. So it's like kind of like snowflakes. If snowflakes could transform into lightning bolts, it's something really powerful but cold and precise and driven. It's almost like a cold blazer, but this is also similar to some of the things that I was saying, in the sense that this is a natural occurrence. Whatever it is a natural occurrence. So let's say that it is something like the Carrington event. I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing that properly. Let's say it's something similar to that. But what would happen, and I'm seeing somewhere tropical, by the way. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, or if it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't, it doesn't. So maybe this is something to do with the past of where this would have occurred that's similar to everything that I'm mentioning, where it would be somewhere like Hawaii or some sort of like Polynesian or Pacific Island type of area. Somewhere like that, to pay attention to that, or if that's where it's going to happen, or that's where there's going to be a significant change, or let's say it has some sort of relation to volcanic eruptions. Like there's going to be something around those areas, or there has been something around those areas that would help point to what this is. And they're saying it very well could be in the springtime. It very well could be in the springtime. And let me just complete my thought really quick, and then I'm going to get into what I need to say here. Because information is just getting a little too fast for me. Okay. So this event is a natural occurrence, but there's going to be some sort of man-made tool, some sort of tool. It's a privatized tool. It's private. It's private. It's not public. It's owned by some corporation. It's a private tool that is going to help intensify this energy or this product or this thing, this event. It's somehow going to be more destructive, if that's how you want to look at it. I don't know if it's going to be destructive. It feels destructive to me, but it also feels like it's in the air. It feels like that's why I kept saying the Carrington event, because it feels like, because I want to say that's the Northern Lights, but the Northern Lights like put off electromagnetic radiation or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember right now, but not that. I could be wrong, but it feels like they're just showing me that because it's like how that affects us, but it doesn't look like, it doesn't touch us in the same way that, like, I don't know, it's like same but different. And it's not, I don't know, and they're showing me like a lot of UFO activity, so there's going to be a lot of sky activity, unknown or not understood, and also unseen sky activity. So it's unseen, not understood, and not known. Those are all separate, not really, you get what I'm saying. Each one separate activity in the sky. And they're telling me how when I'm talking about this movement in 2023, it's a movement, a love movement towards self-love, self-understanding, and the desire for a genuine connection and a genuine love. And it's not the misinterpretation and the manipulation of pursuing the true soulmate, because that should only be in divine timing. So it's like people are shifting to saying, bring in the person that is right for me, right? Or I am putting this into God's hands, of whomever is meant for me will come into my life, and I will do my best to serve my purpose, my life purpose. I will do my best to become the best version of me and allow, it's this receptivity. I will allow things to happen. I will not resist the process. I will not resist and go by my own rulings. I will go by the rulings of destiny. And through that, I have faith that things will unfold in the manner that is most tranquil and most healing and most effective for my soul and my life to become whole again, and to connect more deeper to the God within me and the collective. There's really this big movement towards love, towards self, and that genuine love towards self is the love towards others as well, and that healing and understanding and compassion. And because of that, there's going to be a big pushback. There's a continued pushback already, but now there's something happening in 2023 that just it's shifting. It's part of the path. It's part of the path, because everyone who's been incarnating here as higher beings, as light workers, are being illuminated to their path and being illuminated to their truth and following it. And this pushback is from the darker realms. The darker realms are trying to create more chaos so that people become confused or distracted or just emotionally disheveled, not feeling motivated or strong enough. And what I'm seeing is there's almost this energetic rush for a lot of light workers to rise above and say, where do I need to heal? Where do I need to understand? Where do I need to go mentally? That's what it feels, is like mentally, where do I need to reside in these thoughts and belief systems to understand that, again, the overarching theme of where do I need to heal, what do I need to understand, is the fact that I am healed before I ever needed healing. I do understand before I need answers, before I need resolution, before I need revelation. I've always had that within me. I've had this information within me. I've known this information. I have been healed because I am whole. And that is going to create some sort of force field that is going to help shield people in this year from what's to come. And something that's happening in this year is going to have a direct impact on 2027. I'm seeing 2027, but then I saw 37, so I don't know if they're correcting me to 2037 or if 37 is a separate meaning or not. So whatever you're experiencing right now, whatever struggles you're trying to work through right now, just know that you are going through a change. You are going through a metamorphosis. You are evolving. You are going to get those answers that you're seeking, because you're going to understand very soon that the answers have always resided within you. It's just a matter of peeling back everything that has caused some sort of, it feels like clutter. It feels like clutter in your life. And you're going to see why you held on. You're going to understand why you held on for as long as you did to something from the past. It's going to make sense to you very soon. It's going to make sense to you on why. Because I feel there's a question here of why can't I let this go, or why won't I let this go? And you're going to get answers very soon for that. Very soon, meaning within the next 1 to 2 months. So that's what I see. Bye, guys.